Good morning. You're listening to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Happy Tuesday morning. Thanks for starting your morning with us. My name's Lara Zaccardi, and I have a room full of lovely ladies in the studio, whom of you will meet very, very soon. We have a lot to cover today in the first hour. We're going to be talking about the road to 2024. We're also going to be talking about how Montclair State received a grant to help what? You're gonna have to stay tuned to find out. But before we get into anything like that, I'm gonna kick it over to our newscaster, Mia Savage. What's going on in the world today, Mia?
I am so glad you asked, Laura. It's crazy things are happening, but let's get into it. So, good morning. I'm Mia Savage, and this is WMSC News. For our top story, the NYPD busted 12 brothels saying to have inhumane conditions in Queens, which lasted a week. They started investigating 12 commercial locations on allegations of illegal prostitution activity. Queens was an area that was focused on after police were investigating an area in Brooklyn. No arrests were made during the process of the location shutting down because it was not meant to target the workers there. Next, for our international news, Kamila Valieva, an Olympic Russian figure skater, was recently disqualified from the 2022 Beijing Games for doping. This means that Russia's gold medal was taken, and the United States, who was originally second, is now the holder of the first place instead. The delay in testing was in part due to COVID-19 and staffing issues. She will be banned from the Games for 4 years until December 2025. Her legal team is saying that she was cross-contaminated with trimazid, say with me, trimetazidine medication that her grandfather used. Next, for New Jersey news, in the spring, billions of cicadas are set to invade the US, and there will be a rare event where the two groups of these insects will be in the same location. These two groups have survived 13 and 17 years below the Earth, and for the first time in 222 years, they will emerge and resurface above ground. They are not known to live in the tri-state area, unfortunately, as of now, but other states will have them emerging in the next few months. In New Jersey, people will still hear the annual cicadas in the summer months like July and August. All right, and then for weather, right now it's a bit of a chilly morning in the high 20s and low 30s. It will be cloudy throughout the day as well, with a low of 28 and a high of 38. The wind chill will make it seem so much colder than it is, so please stay warm. This has been WMSC News. Back to you, Laura.
I'm tired of the cold. So tired.
Well, we got like that false spring for like 2 seconds over the weekend.
It was a tease.
I'm so upset about it because it was just so wet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. But for the first time ever, I am so proud to introduce Miss Marissa Thorne as our sportscaster on the Morning Buzz.
That's true. That is me.
She's here.
I'm here. Don't even worry about it.
If I may give the 2 cents to the people, after all this time of Marissa going, I'm not gonna do Buzz. I'm never gonna do Buzz. I'm not gonna do Buzz. Here we are.
I have been saying it since last fall.
Here we are making eye contact in the studio at 7:08 a.m. We're very happy to have you here.
I'm actually very happy to be here. Can't believe I am, but I'm glad that I am.
So what's going on in sport?
Of course. Good morning. I'm Marissa, and this is WMSC Sports. It was announced Monday, January 29th, that the Kansas City Chiefs defensive end Charles Omenihu will not be playing in the Super Bowl due to a torn ACL. In the second quarter against the Ravens, Omenihu generated a sack fumble against the Ravens quarterback, Lamar Jackson, and he later left the game with a knee injury. It is now revealed that he will not be able to play in Super Bowl 58 due to this injury. The Mariners acquire Jorge Polanco from the Twins in exchange for 4 players and cash. The Twins acquired Justin Topa, Anthony Desclafani, Gabriel Gonzalez, and Darren Bowen, and cash from this deal. Former NBA point guard Rajon Randu was arrested this past weekend in Indiana. The arrest was for possession of firearms, drug paraphernalia, and marijuana. In 2024, the NBA trade deadline will be February 8th, and we expect to see a lot of movement as teams are looking to change up their rosters. Finishing off this morning's sportscast, sports news, some score updates from our local teams. The Knicks won last night against the Hornets, 113-92. The Nets win against the Utah Jazz, 147-114. And the 76ers lost against the Trailblazers, 130-104. Today, Montclair's men and women's swimming and diving will go up against William Patterson in Wayne, New Jersey at 6 p.m. And tomorrow, Montclair's women's basketball team will play William Patterson in Wayne, New Jersey at 6, and men's basketball will play William Patterson at 8. This has been WMSC Sports. Back to you, Laura.
Thank you, Marissa. And you can stay tuned tomorrow here on WMSC, where our sports team will be covering men's and women's basketball tomorrow, 5 p.m. But thank you for that lovely sports update. Moving into our top story of the day, what else are we going to be talking about other than the road to 2024? Because if you live under a rock, this year is an election year, so make sure you're registered to vote. For South Carolina's conservatives, deciding whether Nikki Haley's record warrants a promotion to the Oval Office seems less about her experience and abilities and more about the man standing in her way, Donald Trump. Doug Roberts, a retired electrician who came to a recent Haley rally wearing a Trump t-shirt, said, quote, "Miss Haley did some fine things as governor, but Donald Trump is the man. Donald Trump is not a regular man." Haley, Trump's last major Republican rival, faces to make or break stretch ahead of South Carolina's February 24th primary. That could be Trump's last obstacle to a third consecutive Republican nomination. While Haley has talked about her comfort running in her home state, interviews with almost 24 South Carolina Republicans since the New Hampshire primary suggest Haley is struggling to win over conservatives who backed her twice for governor, but haven't sourced on Trump for president. Beyond her range of supporters, Haley also must navigate factions that Donald Trump generates among potential Republican primary voters. While we don't have primaries here in New Jersey just yet, it is important to see what is going around the country. Oh, you good over there, Liz?
Yeah, I'm good. I was gonna say that things often happen in patterns
Oh, yes.
during elections. That's why it makes it very important to keep in mind.
My co-host of the day, Elizabeth Godoy.
Yes, that is me.
But no, I agree with you. And correct me if I'm wrong, our primary is June? Could someone back me up?
That's a Google answer. Let me
That-
Google.
If
Thank
only
you.
Google were free.
Oh, if only. But if you are not registered to vote in New Jersey, it is very important to do so. So you can always head to nj.com, nj.gov, register to vote, because it's a presidential year. Oh,
Voter status. New Jersey primary elections, June 4th. Results expected,
June 4th.
according to the Associated Press.
Thank you, Associated Press, and thank you, Liz. But yeah, there's so many things to watch, and there's so many things going on. But I don't know about you guys, but it's been kind of crickets over on the Democratic side. I wish I had a cricket sound effect.
Man, if only the programming director were here and could add one later. Who's that?
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
She seems pretty cool though.
There's like
I can see her around.
there's like a
but-
rat.
I
I've
know,
seen her
I-
scurrying around.
It's rat. It's really strange.
For those who
Yeah,
don't know, Marissa is queen of the rats here at WMSC and forever.
That's true.
Never. But with all things 2024 and presidential and local, we will be sure to keep you posted here on the Morning Buzz. But we're gonna zoom in a little bit. We're gonna zoom in to Montclair State University. So Liz, what's going on?
Montclair State University. That is the school that we attend.
Wow.
Wow. Montclair State University receives a grant to help students return and finish college. So Montclair State University has received a $199,442 grant from the New Jersey Office of the Secretary of Higher Education. It's a very specific number. And
Yeah,
it
I was
is
thinking
to fund a project restart coordinated care for students with some college, no degree. The grant is part of a package of funding made available by OSHE to help address projected workforce needs, with the goal of 65% of working age New Jersey residents earning a high quality degree or credential by 2025. The funding will help to create a comprehensive university-wide support system at Montclair for a critical population, students who have previously attended college but stopped before earning their degrees.
All right, Montclair State. You go, girl.
I believe that some people are just not going to graduate in the 4-year time or at the same time as everybody else. So I think that it's a great thing for people who want to go back to college to be able to attend again and get their degree if that's something that they decide later on in life that they want to do. And this fund is probably going to help a lot with that and make that easier for a lot of people to be able to do and give them that opportunity to finish what they started.
Especially for the
Yeah.
people that like work full time and cannot be a full-time student.
I was gonna say, I feel like right now, especially, it's really hard for those that might have dropped out of college to get back into it because of, how everything's going, like economy-wise and inflation. A lot of people have to work a lot more and more hours, so it's harder to find that time. But I think with this boost, it's good for them. I'm good. That's good.
Yeah, I agree. And was what you were saying before, Liz, about graduating in the 4-year period. For some people, that's just not realistic. And I feel like sometimes, I don't know about you guys or anybody else that's in school, but sometimes students can feel a pressure to graduate in the 4-year time span. But it's a go at your own pace kind of thing.
Mhm.
It's like if you're not ready in 4 years, that's totally okay. And that means if you need more time to graduate or if you need less time. Like everyone goes at their own pace. And I think we always forget that because we're always comparing ourselves to different people. And so just to get a little, I guess, advicey here on the Morning Buzz, it's okay to go at your own pace because it is your pace. And shout out to Montclair State for helping students get back into the groove of school and to get their degree. But we're going to move into some weather because it has been so cold. So cold.
Way too cold. No.
But guess what? We might be approaching our snowiest month of the year.
Yes.
But the question is, are there any big snowstorms that are going to brew? Well, we are 2 days away from February. Whoop whoop.
Wait, 2 days.
2 days.
Oh,
It's Wednesday.
that
No.
doesn't seem real.
Thursday. No, it's not real. But 2 days away. And this is when snow lovers would rejoice because it's supposed to be the snowiest month of the year in New Jersey. Well, that's on paper at least. Whether the old man winter will cooperate and deliver big mounds of snow is quite questionable. As of right now, long-range computer models and astrophysic trends are pointing out to a cold start to February in Jersey, but with mostly dry conditions. Forecasters say no major winter storms, or even smaller ones, have their sights set on the New Jersey region during the first week to 10 days of the new month. However, there is some hope for some snow fans. About halfway through February, some forecasters say there are indications that the weather pattern will shift, boosting the chances of snowstorms in the eastern U.S. Most forecasters agree the snow chances in New Jersey are minimal during the first week of February. According to Stephen DeMartini, a chief meteorologist in the tri-state weather forecasting company, NJNY PA. During the second week of the new month, the chances of minor to moderate snow could go up if if storm systems from the south interact with polar jet streams. Wow, guys, science here on the Morning Buzz. But I was noticing when I was starting to talk about snow, any snow fans in the room?
It's
I'm
me.
looking right at Marissa.
It's me. I love the snow. Okay.
It
I'm
might
not.
just be Marissa.
It
Is
is
it
just
really
Marissa.
just me?
I like
I
snow
love
too.
I
I
think
just
it's
don't
so
like
pretty.
the problems that snow brings, but snow itself
Yeah,
is nice.
But I like being on campus and there's the snow, like the flurries. I think it's so nice. But I've always really liked snow. Not the biggest fan of the cold, but for some reason, not for some reason, I'm sure there's science behind this. But when it snows, I feel like it doesn't feel as cold. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I guess so.
Like I feel like there's maybe not as much wind or something, but I feel like it's not too bad. And I just really like the snow. I think it's really pretty. So I've always been kind of like,
It's pretty just like you.
stop it. Not on the morning buzz.
Just the morning bars.
Why not on the morning buzz?
Oh my gosh.
Just like this room full of pretty ladies. We're all pretty just like the snow. Because every snowflake's
Love that.
different, just like you.
Love
That was
that.
beautiful.
true.
That was
Thank you.
poetic.
Thank you. I can't take credit for that. That was from emo band My Chemical Romance singing on Yo Gabba Gabba.
That's
What?
so-
You
What?
would talk about that.
My
on here.
childhood, yes.
Okay, let's be real. Would you guys expect anything less from me?
No.
No.
Yeah, you can tune into my emo phase Thursdays 5 p.m. here on WMSC. I play all the good tunes. But okay, I like snow. But I'm with Liz. I don't like the problems it causes. But like the little light flurry snow is pretty.
I just hate driving in it.
Driving in it is
I
just not
agree.
fun. Then I have to come to campus.
And that's the problems it brings.
And as a commuter, and I'm looking over at Liz, even though the monitor's in my way. Now I'm looking over at Liz. Commuter life, Liz.
It's not fun.
It's rough out here. But you know what else is really rough? Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. It's just more science, more nerd.
It's gonna get no.
More science, more nerd.
Science rules.
Science
I
rules
didn't know Bill and I
because
was with us.
Elon Musk says that his startup Neuralink has implanted a device in its first human.
Mm.
Elon
Wow.
Musk said that his brain science startup company Neuralink had implanted a device in a human for the first time. He said this is a possible step that would allow people to control almost any external device, quote, just by thinking. Musk made the announcement on X, and he said that the patient, whom he did not identify, said, quote, they received an implant and is recovering well, end quote. The initial results, he added, showed, quote, promising neuron spike detection. He gave no other details about the procedure, the patient, or the device that the company implanted, and scientists for decades have worked on similar ideas for brain-computer interfaces that, if successful, could one day assist people who are physically disabled, change how people communicate, or more.
Okay, had me in the first half, I'm not gonna lie, until the last thing that you just read, Liz. Because if this actually helps people with disabilities, that's awesome. But that aside, this is horrifying.
I agree. It's a little scary.
Yeah.
Okay, so this just makes me think about this one horror movie from 2018. It's called Upgrade, where
Ooh.
this guy essentially gets like jumped and he's left paraplegic, and he gets like an upgrade like Neuralink, so essentially that he can like walk again. And it essentially like is kind of like, you know, in Spider-Man 3 when it's like the Venom symbiote, it's essentially like that. Like where it like will take over his body and like he has like an evil alter ego where he can like kill people. And that's what this makes me think of.
Oh god. I mean, we're rapidly approaching a dystopian world by the minute.
That's what scares me.
Yeah.
I think that the technology is great, and I think it would be very hopeful of me to say if used for the right reasons.
But will it?
But will it? Yes, exactly. It's just hard to, and I think that's why he's keeping it so quiet about what specifically the details are regarding this implant. But it's just a little difficult to gauge whether or not people are going to do something else with this technology that is not its intended purpose.
I don't trust this man.
I think it's crazy that because Elon's whole thing seems to be, I mean, he might have the idea of being like, oh, we can help people with disabilities and like down the road, but his whole thing seems to be, oh, you can control a device externally, like just by thinking. Like that's his mindset. I don't know if his mindset is in, oh, we can help people who are disabled, like a lot of other scientists are. So I think that's also crazy that this technology is in his hands first before anyone else's.
I don't trust this man. This one right here. I don't trust this man. There's something behind those eyes, and I just don't trust him. Oh my god, I was gonna say something, but then it just lost my, just gone.
Ah.
Die.
Maybe they can recover the thoughts from your brain just
Yeah.
by thinking.
Oh.
Just by thinking.
By you saying that, I remembered. You know what, Elon? What if I have intrusive thoughts?
Oh,
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if you know what, Elon?
that's the problem. You have
so
to think
real.
really, really focused. What if you think the wrong thing?
No,
Yeah.
Or
because
like when you're sleeping,
Mm-hmm.
like
Oh.
unconscious, like subconscious thoughts.
if I'm dreaming,
What happens when you're dreaming?
When you
I
go to
bet.
sleep?
You know what, Elon? I bet you didn't think of that one, bud. I got you there.
I think you should just start your own
Oh,
company and start doing
how-
this.
Oh my goodness, that was way too accurate. That was scary.
Rewind the tape, guys.
That wasn't the soundboard.
That was me.
That was Lara. That was in the room.
It
Is
was.
Mickey Mouse in the room with us?
I
It
think
was
so.
yours truly. But
Mice and rats.
you know what, Elon? I really feel like you didn't think of that one. And I guess, dare I say, there might not be a lot on Elon's mind. So I think he better get to thinking. We're gonna take a quick break here on the Morning Buzz. And this is What's on Your Mind by Grayscale. Stay tuned. And that was What's on Your Mind by Grayscale. Welcome back to the Morning Buzz here on WMSC. You smell that? It's time to start filing your taxes. Womp womp.
I smell tax season.
I can sniff it. I'm sniffing at the vibes and I'm sniffing. I can smell all my W-2s coming in the mail and my email. But the IRS is actually piloting new software that could let you file your taxes, maybe for free. According to NPR, the Internal Revenue Service is piloting a new program this year that aims to help Americans file their taxes directly to the government for free. Known as Direct File, the service will be open to certain filers in select states to start, so the IRS can test the program with a smaller group of users and make tweaks before opening it up to a larger group of taxpayers in the future. This year's tax season began yesterday when the IRS began accepting and processing tax returns. Last year, the IRS began developing a free tax filing service months after receiving an influx of $80 billion from the Inflation Reduction Act. But you may be asking yourself, because I sure am, I wonder who's eligible to use the IRS's new tax filing service. I know that's the question we're all itching for on the Morning Buzz this morning, but I'm here to tell you. CNN reported that only federal and state employees in certain tax situations will be eligible to participate in the Direct File pilot program. Additionally, the pilot will only be open to people who lived in these states in 2023. Arizona, California, Florida, Massachusetts, Nevada, New Hampshire, New York, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Washington, and Wyoming. A user's tax situation further limits the plot. People who itemize their deductions, earn a gig or business income, or claim certain tax credits are not eligible to participate. Also, notice how we're New York's on there. No New Jersey
New
though.
Jersey.
Nope.
Also, if you do gig work, it says no. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like if you work for the federal government, like I would assume you'd already would be able to do your taxes for free.
Like you work
I'm
for
just-
the government.
I'm just confused. But also as someone who's going into an industry that's all gig work, it's like, okay, that's cool. When is it my turn? Anyway,
You wait and bay. You're just like fingers
I'm sad.
crossed, arms crossed, just sitting, waiting, frowny face for real.
Yeah.
Me too.
Sitting and waiting.
That's real.
Kind of messed up that New Jersey's not on there.
I mean, I don't think we'd be eligible anyway as college kids,
Yeah.
but pop off, I guess. You know what, guys? It's okay because South Dakota is on the list, and if you live there, you're good to go.
Oh man, thank God. What would I do if Wyoming wasn't on here?
Oh,
my
Oh no!
God.
Ah.
They're on
I'm so happy.
Wyoming exists.
I believe it does.
I thought we
according
only had
to
49.
Google.
I thought we only had 49 states. Just kidding. We have 50. That's a joke.
we do have 49ers.
I was gonna say there's the 49ers going
The
to the Super Bowl.
49ers.
That's my team, but only team via I spun a wheel because I got.
Spin a wheel.
Yeah, did I not tell you guys this? Sorry, this is kind of like a sidetrack.
We need Marissa lore
Okay.
for a second.
So I am a Giants fan.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. They haven't been the best since 2012. So in a group chat, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a Giants fan." They're like, "You're a Giants fan? That's so boring." And I was like, "Yeah, but one, it's my dad's team,
Mm.
so that's the lore for that. And two, it's like New York Giants, you know." But they were like, "No, you can choose your own destiny." And I was like, "You're right."
Choose your own
If I choose my
destiny.
own destiny, I mean, I put all 32 teams in a wheel and I spun it. You know, the first team I got, the Giants. Maybe it was just meant to be, but apparently that's boring. So I spun it again. And I got the Eagles. And I'm a Giants fan, so I can't be an Eagles fan. That was out of the
Go
question.
Birds.
That was out of the question. And then I spun it one more time, and it was Cowboys. And then I got yelled at. They were like, you can't be a Cowboys fan.
No.
They said, absolutely
can't.
not. And I said, you right. And then I spun it one more time and landed on 49ers. And they're going to the Super Bowl. And here we are. So me and Laura, we share a team.
And my mom.
And your mom. Only for this season, though. I'm probably gonna spin another wheel.
Every
Aw.
season.
season,
Every season
I'm
you'll
gonna
spin
spin
a wheel and
Until
take
I
out the ones that
win.
you already had.
Until I have a team. Until I have a team that I'm like, man, this is it. This is my team.
Can we question, and also question for Liz, because Liz is our producer for Tuesday. After the Super Bowl, can Marissa spin the wheel live on the Morning Buzz?
Yes,
All right, fabulous.
absolutely.
Okay, yeah,
But
we can do that.
Here's before I start talking about the 49ers again, I just have a burning question because I feel like every football team either like doesn't really have a mascot, or if they do, their like logo or slash mascot is always based around an animal that is a bird or a mammal. But it's like the bigger mammals. Like, why can't we have teams that have rats as mascots?
That's just my team. That's
Wait.
just the production team here at WMSC. I
Gonna-
mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
Gonna get a little niche, but in minor league baseball, they have some of the coolest mascots. Like
The Savannah Bananas.
Yes,
I love the Savannah
the
Bananas.
Rocket City Trash
They're
Pandas,
so silly.
aka raccoons.
Mhm.
So if we have raccoons, why can't we have a rat?
If we
Yeah,
get
why can't we
There
have?
you
Yeah,
go.
why is there no rat team?
first of all,
Like the Cowboys should just change it, and it
Well,
should
I
just
don't-
be
I
a
don't-
rat
I
with
don't want
a
the Cowboys.
cowboy hat.
I don't want the Cowboys.
A rat with a cowboy hat.
Marissa's whole face has changed.
Liz, you might be cooking right now.
Wait,
I am
Wait a
cooking.
second.
we are gonna talk about the 49ers, but can we give the 49ers a mascot really quick? Like, I guess they're the 49ers, but like, let's give them an animal or
I
something.
think I think that it should just be like giant letters of like 4 and the 9. You know.
Wait, will that? Okay, I actually have a
I love
question.
that.
I actually have a really important question. So, will there be one person wearing the 4 and 9, or will they be two people?
No. It's 2 people, but the numbers are conjoined together. So one person's the 4 and one person's the 9, but they're together. Kind of like, you know, like those
Together.
those horse
Forever.
costumes where like one person's the back, one person's the front. It's like that. They're conjoined. They have to stay together, but they're both like controlling a different number.
Perfect.
I
know,
agree.
Hire me.
And you
NFL,
know-
hire me.
And I think that that the Philadelphia 76ers should also do this.
You're so
I
right.
agree.
Because I
Yeah,
thought
I agree.
their mascot's like a dog. And I was like, what?
What?
I fully
Wait,
thought
is
it was
a
like
dog?
the founding
Is it a
fathers.
real dog or is it a mascot dog?
No, like not like Pebbles, like a mascot dog.
I think they should just
Well,
have a
also,
real
this-
dog.
The 49ers current mascot is called Sourdough Sam.
What?
Oh.
I love
Sourdough Sam is the
sourdough.
hardest working mascot in the NFL, striking gold at Candlestick
is
Park in
it?
1994. Sourdough was drafted to the 49ers as the team's official mascot. Sourdough Sam is a gold miner who loves to have fun and pumps up 49er faith at every home game.
Does he?
You know what?
he's
Guys-
like this really built, like, he just looks like a player on the
Whoa.
team,
I think I
but
could
he's
pull him.
allegedly a gold miner.
Oh my god.
You know what, guys? I think I could pull him.
A gold miner. He looks like a
No, yeah,
pirate.
Laura, you got that.
I could so pull sourdough Sam.
Oh,
He
okay,
looks
okay,
more
okay.
like a pirate than like the Bucks mascot does.
Mm.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Laura could raise him up.
I could pull him. I don't want to, but I can.
I could.
Not everybody knows, like, she can.
Sticking out your
It's
tongue with a
possible.
Rizzler.
What?
Liz, what's going on with the 49ers?
So, besides having a very pirate-esque mascot when it's not supposed to be a pirate,
He's
the
a miner.
49ers are showing off comeback ability on their drive to the Super Bowl. The San Francisco 49ers have turned into the comeback kids this postseason. The only team that didn't pull off a second half rally in the regular season has done it in back-to-back weeks in the playoffs, capped by one of the biggest comebacks in conference championship game history. The Niners became the fourth team ever to overcome a deficit of at least 17 points in a conference title game. This beat the Detroit Lions 34-31 in the NFC Championship game and silenced the doubters who questioned whether they could stage that rally. That sets them up to face Kansas City in the Super Bowl on February 11th in Las Vegas, a rematch of the title game San Francisco lost to the Chiefs 4 years ago.
If I may, thank you, Liz. If I may, AP News, dare I say that the comeback kid line, it was just for the Lions game because everyone's like, oh, like, I don't think the Lions are gonna, they might get it, like, underdog, whatever. And here come the Niners, be like, I don't think so.
Okay, so because I spun my wheel, I had to root for the 49ers, but I low-key kind of wanted the Lions to win because I felt so bad. They're the only NFL team that's never been in the Super Bowl, won the Super Bowl. I don't think they've ever been in the Super Bowl. I could be wrong. Someone fact check me on this. Thank you. If only Google were free. But I don't think they've ever gotten to it.
Okay, according to CNN, it says, quote, for one of the NFL's oldest franchises to never have made a Super Bowl appearance is the Lions.
Yeah. So and they got really close. So I was I think I would have been okay with either outcome. Obviously, I'm happy it's the 49ers, but I had to feel bad for the Lions fans. I did.
It would have been cool for history for the
Yeah.
Lions to go.
Yeah. Especially like this year with how weird the NFL is with the whole Taylor Swift thing and all that stuff going on. I mean, I have my own opinions on that, but I'm gonna leave those out.
Well, that's okay because we get to talk about it right
Oh,
now.
all right.
So Taylor Swift is headed to the Super Bowl, triggering concern. Actually, you know what? We're talking about Taylor Swift, but not for the reasons that you actually think, because conservatives are triggered. Swift's appearance on the field sparked a fresh wave of social media uproar. This caused the reassurance of some conspiring that her near dominant place in U.S. pop culture must be the result of some sort of psychological manipulation effort. This is also known in fringe circles as PSYOP. One of the most viewed posts came from the right-wing X account, End Wokeness, which describes itself as, quote, fighting, exposing, and mocking wokeness. The account shared a post Sunday suggesting that Swift's overwhelmingly popularity over the years, The account shared a post that suggested Swift's overwhelmingly popularity over the past year was due to other forces. The account posted, quote, what's happening with Taylor Swift is not organic and natural. It's an up. We all feel it. We all know it. Swift had already been experiencing increased scrutiny from some football fans annoyed at her media exposure during NFL games, as the cameras seemed to cut to her for every reaction. She told Time magazine in her Person of the Year interview that she has, quote, no awareness if I'm being shown too much and pissing off a few dads, Brads, and Chads. You know what, guys? If I may, let the girl live. She's trying to cheer on her man. She's trying to do what she gotta do. She's not doing it. It's the people in the control room that are like,
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
like, to take care of
Because they know it'll get people watching. Like, like Jason and Travis Kelce's jersey numbers have been like the highest selling in like women's apparel specifically. Like,
Right.
There are girls that like football. I am a girl who tries to like football. But I saw on TikTok this morning that people are like, oh well, like Taylor, like people have done the math. Taylor Swift can make it to the Super Bowl if she flies on her private jet again, after her show in Japan. But found out this morning that her ex-manager Scooter Braun will be there because he is Usher's manager. So people are now saying it's like the two of them might have a little face off with each other, and I'm kind of here for the drama.
I'm about to eat this up right now.
Because what do you expect when I am the one reporting on theater? I live for drama. Anyway.
And you know what? I wouldn't want to hear the drama from anybody else. But, I think we're gonna be back here on the morning. Oh God, I don't know what I want to play. Actually, do I go against my beliefs and play Taylor?
Against your
Well,
beliefs.
should.
I think it's just
mean, kind
it
of
just
relevant.
makes sense.
It's perfect, yeah.
Dare I?
It just wraps everything up, you know?
You know what?
And then when we're back,
You know what, guys?
I will be back with theater news.
This one's for the girls. You better stay tuned for Mia's segment for theater news.
You're on the
This is
phone.
Tay-Tay. And if you think you belong with me, you could give us a call at 973-655-4256. Once again, if you really think you belong with me, you can call us at 973-655-4256. That was You Belong With Me by I Wonder Who, Taylor Swift. But welcome back to the Morning Buzz. We have so much more news to cover, and I'm gonna kick it over to Mia. What's going on?
Oh hey, we got a lot of theater news. I'm taking up. I put my little script in our doc, and I was like, oh, this is kind of a lot, and I've just been adding more. Anyway, welcome to Mia's Theater Kid Corner, where I bring you your weekly dose of theater and entertainment news. Let's get started with some Broadway. So, Days of Wine and Roses, starring Brian Darcy James and Kelly O'Hara, opened on Sunday, January 28th at Studio 54. On the same day, Gutenberg the Musical closed. After a limited run starring Andrew Rannells and Josh Gad, it was announced yesterday, Monday, that the show has recouped its investment and the cast is on their way to the studio to record a cast album. For those of you who don't know, for Broadway shows and for a lot of theater to work, they need to get investments from producers, and a lot of the time shows do not recoup, or it takes a very long time for shows to recoup an investment. So after such a short run, it's really incredible that Gutenberg was able to recoup. Moving on, stage and screen legend Alan Cumming is making his return to Broadway for the first time since his Tony Award-winning turn in Cabaret alongside Emma Stone in 2014 for his one-night-only performance of Alan Cumming not acting his age. After a limited engagement in London, the show will be on March 11th at Studio 54. It was announced on Friday that Chicago hit Boop the Musical, based on Betty Boop, will be headed to Broadway in spring of 2025. Dolly Parton has a musical about her life and development and has stated in an interview with People that she wants to find actresses to play versions of herself through quote-unquote different matters, not auditioning actors out of New York. There is no official plans for the production. There are no official plans for when this production will take place, but it is projected for spring 2025. Moving on to Off-Broadway, Saturday, January 27th, were the 67th Annual Obie Awards, which are essentially like the Tony Awards of off and off-Broadway. With 23 different winners this year, instead of opting for an awards ceremony, they used the funds that would have gone towards the ceremony to provide the winners with grants ranging from $1,000 to $5,000, which is huge for off-Broadway and off-Broadway because funding's not fantastic a lot of the time, and many of these are nonprofit organizations. On Wednesday, the 24th, Once Upon a Mattress opened at New York City Center as part of their Encore series. To quote, this series of concert stagings revisits the archives of American musical theater centered around the Encore's orchestra. These revivals are produced with limited runs and rehearsal schedules, spotlighting the vocal talents of a star-studded ensemble. Essentially, they produce productions of shows that haven't been seen in New York for some time. Many of these productions have transferred to Broadway, most recently being Parade, starring Ben Platt and Michaela Diamond, and Into the Woods, starring Sarah Bareilles. This production of Once Upon a Mattress stars Broadway legend Sutton Foster in the role of Princess Winifred, made iconic by Carol Burnett in the original 1959 production. It also stars my boy Michael Urie, Cheyenne Jackson, Nikki Renee Daniels, and my absolute fave, Jay Harrison Gee. This runs until Sunday, February 4th, and I did have the luxury of seeing this on Saturday at the matinee because if you are under 35, you can join the City Center Access Club and get discounted tickets. So I got my tickets for $25, and I will be doing the same thing next month to see Jelly's Last Jam. In international news, London-born Broadway hit Back to the Future the Musical has announced another venture overseas with a production to be mounted in Japan in 2025. The 2022 revival of Neil Simon's The Plaza Suite, starring real-life husband and wife Matthew Broderick and Sarah Jessica Parker, has transferred to the West End and opened on Sunday, the 28th, and will run until April 13th. In national tour news, Disney Theatrical has announced a new reimagined 30th anniversary production of Beauty and the Beast will be traveling across North America beginning in summer 2025. Moving on to film and TV. The film adaptation of the musical adaptation of The Color Purple is the most nominated film at the NAACP Image Awards with 16 nominations. The NAACP Image Awards is an annual award ceremony presented by the U.S.-based National Association for the Advancement of Colored People to honor outstanding performances in film, television, theater, music, and literature. The over 40 categories of the Image Awards are voted on by the NAACP members. Orchestrating Maestro, Music and Conversation, a celebration of the 2023 Oscar-nominated film Maestro, directed by, written by, and starring Bradley Cooper, about iconic queer Jewish-American composer and conductor Leonard Bernstein, is set to take place at the Lincoln Center Theater on February 14th, featuring Bradley Cooper and the New York Philharmonic. The concert will be a celebration of the film, featuring music from Bernstein's iconic scores to West Side Story, On the Town, Candide, and more. Newly Oscar-nominated actor Coleman Domingo has announced that he will be directing and starring in a biopic based on the life of legendary singer Nat King Cole. The highly anticipated film adaptation of Wicked has finally completed filming in London after having to halt their final week of filming due to the Writers Guild and SAG-AFTRA strikes. The two-part film stars Tony Award winner Cynthia Erivo, global superstar Ariana Grande, and Olivier Award winner and Anthony Bridgerton, Jonathan Bailey. The two-part film will be released in late 2024 and 2025. 2 parts. In other news, Lisa Ann Walter of Abbott Elementary fame, also known as Chessie from The Parent Trap, won Celebrity Jeopardy last week and donated her $1 million winnings to the Entertainment Community Fund. Also, over the weekend, I had the opportunity to attend the Broadway rave in Asbury Park at Asbury Lanes. It was very fun. And if you are interested in that kind of thing, the next one in the area is in New York City on March 2nd. Moving on to Montclair State Theater and Dance. In the world of Montclair State Theater and Dance Department, students are petitioning to maintain the L. Howard Fox Theater as a viable space for theater students. Fox Theater is the campus black box theater that is used as a performance space, along with being used as an extension of the scenic shop, where a majority of the scenic painting takes place, along with metalwork and welding. The space is used heavily by the Design Technology and Management BFA program, which is responsible for the high standard MSU has set for the university mainstage productions. The petition on change.org has exceeded 2,800 signatures since its creation on Wednesday. For more information, there is an Instagram page devoted to the cause at save_Fox_MSU. That's it for my Theater Kid Corner. My name is Mia Watson. Let's get back to the buzz.
We've been on the buzz.
That I said so much in about 6 minutes.
You did
That
good,
was
babe.
beautiful.
Good.
Yeah.
Dolly Parton,
Yeah,
a musical. I'm gonna eat that up.
me too.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Also, 2-part Wicked.
That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the Wicked movie has been in development since like 2003. Like Wicked opened on Broadway and it was like announced, we're going to make a movie of Wicked because it was a huge hit.
Mhm.
And, it kept getting delayed. And then finally they were like, no, we're going to make Wicked and we're going to make it in 2 parts. I'm like, okay, why?
But why 2 parts?
Well, I'm just worried that it's going to be like 5-hour long Wicked.
That's what it's probably gonna be.
Because, my beef with movies now is that every movie feels like it has to be at least 2 hours long, up to 3 hours long.
Why?
Like,
I already have a short attention span. I can't
yeah.
sit
well, like,
down and
that's
commit
one
to a
reason I love
3-hour
watching,
movie.
like, Wes Anderson movies, because all of his movies are, like, under 2 hours.
Yeah, I love the hour and a half. Those are my favorites.
Hour and a half is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Hour 15, hour and a half is perfect movie.
Well, like, in the realm of theater, since we are still on my segment, like, there's a reason most straight plays are about 90 minutes or less.
You betcha.
Right.
And, musicals can get away with being longer because they're more stimulating. I'm just going to be honest. That's not me being like musicals are better than plays, but like there's just more going on. So you can get away with a longer runtime because you are telling a story and also, you should be using the music to tell the story, but sometimes like last spring I did On the Town. There was multiple like multi-minute long dance sequences.
I was gonna say you're telling a story and then you break out into dance. Like, yeah.
Like there's so many shows, especially older shows, that have like dream ballets where it's like they'll be singing a song and then it'll just go into like a 5-minute dance sequence. It just happens. Yeah. But like, I saw a straight play on Broadway and it was The Sign in Sydney Brewstein's Window, which is by Lorraine Hansberry. She wrote A Raisin in the Sun. It starred Oscar Isaac and Rachel Brosnahan of Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. That's why I saw it, because I wanted to. It was at BAM in Brooklyn and I wasn't able to see it, and then it transferred to Broadway. But I had looked up how long it was like beforehand, like on my way to the city, because I didn't look it up beforehand. It was 3 hours long. Act 1 was all over 90 minutes. And like, was it a compelling play? Yes, but also at the same time, with a play, it's very difficult to like maintain one's attention for that long. And I feel the same way about movies, especially because so many people are so opposed to movie musicals now. And I'm just like, how did y'all sit through Oppenheimer for 3 hours?
That's real.
Like, that's not shade. Like, listen, I've heard it's a very good film, but at the same time, why is it 3 hours?
Love a good movie musical.
There's no need for 3 hours. Like, be real. Like, have you considered cutting something out?
Yeah.
Do you really need all 3 hours? I mean, I'm just one person. You don't need me going to the theaters or like renting it, whatever. But I have the attention span of a goldfish.
Well, like when The Irishman came out on Netflix a couple years ago, I had to like pause the movie with like 45 minutes left. I was like, I need to take a break and I'm gonna revisit this. Even with Saltburn, I still haven't finished Saltburn because it's so long.
How long is it?
It's like 2.5 hours.
Why?
There's no need for it.
Like, these movies can get done in 90 minutes.
But at the same time, okay, I also feel like there is some kind of experimental, because film is an art form as well.
For sure.
So I'm with you guys, but also to play the other side, people are probably like, oh, it's an art form. I want to like express myself, and if I want to do that in 3 hours, I'm going to do it in 3 hours.
But also,
But-
this is all Marvel's fault.
Yeah.
Because, like the 90-minute movie was the norm. And then, Marvel did Infinity War and Endgame, and they were like, oh, people will sit through a 3-hour movie.
Crazy.
And I'm like, why? Like, then there's less showings in the movie theater, and then like you get less time in the movie theater, and like, I don't know. I feel like it would be the opposite. I feel like you'd want shorter movies, so then there's more viewership. But I don't know. I don't make the rules.
Unfortunately, Marvel does. I guess.
They just set the standards, or they changed the standards, I should say. So now everything's really long.
No, I just remembered another thing, because I came into the studio today. I was like, there was a second thing I wanted to talk about. And this does have to do with Marvel, and this will be me gushing over Marvel for 2 seconds, because one of my favorite Marvel characters is back. And that is Daredevil. And they are filming Daredevil Born Again in New York. And I really wish I knew what part of the city they were filming it so I could go and find out. But yeah, because they had to make a bunch of revisions because people outraged when they found out that they were gonna kill off like half of the principal cast from the original show.
Oh,
And they were like, just kidding. Here they are. Here's the behind the scenes
They're
shots
fine.
of them.
love me some BTS.
I love me some Matt Murdock
Real.
and Charlie Cox, who plays him.
You should tweet that.
I'm not on Twitter.
I'm chronically on Twitter. I'm sorry.
I no, since high school, I've told myself I'm never getting Twitter, because I know if I ever got Twitter, I would never get off Twitter. So it is the tiniest smidgen I have of self-control.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm not proud of myself though, because I'm chronically on Twitter. But you're sorry, Marissa. No,
Go ahead.
'Cause you're not on Twitter. You're listening to the Morning Buzz here on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I was never really on Twitter until I started talking to Laura. And now I'm also
That feels
on-
right.
She's an influence.
No, but I'm
Influencer.
not on Twitter to look at other people's stuff. I just think of something really funny. And before I would think of something really funny and then it would just go out the window. And now I think of something really funny and I'm like, oh man, that's a good tweet. Pulls out my phone now
And tweets it.
I call it my ADHD archive.
Yeah.
Fun fact, I initially installed Twitter on my phone back in 2017 just to look at the SAT memes that were going around on Twitter. This was in high
I'm
school.
so upset that I can't understand a good SMT, a good like those kinds of like stat memes or anything like that anymore. Like
Yeah,
the
no.
SATs.
The PSAT and SAT memes,
Yeah.
that's like why I downloaded Twitter in the first place, and then I never uninstalled it.
So Liz didn't download Twitter to see my funny tweets. That's fine. No, I'm just kidding.
I went back on Twitter to see your funny tweets because I stopped using Twitter
Good save.
for a very long time.
That's
and
not
then-
better.
I just, yeah.
But we have so much more news to get to today. But first of all, welcome to hour 2 of the Morning Buzz. We're almost there. We have one more hour, but it's currently 8:02 here on WMSC. I'm your host, Lara Zaccardi, and my co-host, Elizabeth Godoy,
Hello.
our segment host, Mia Watson, our newscaster, Mia Savage, and our sportscaster, Marissa Thorne. We have so much to get to. We're going to be doing MSU Confessions. So we have another animated series that's going to be back. And spoiler, it's a sequel, but is there a third? Is it what do you call it? A trequel?
Trequel. No, trilogy.
Oh, trilogy.
Prequel.
A trilogy.
The film major says it's a trilogy.
Thank you, film major.
You're welcome.
But we have a lot to get to. Oh, I'm Lara Zaccardi, by the way. I'm unfortunately your host for Tuesday. Mia Savage.
Yes.
Please take it away, my love, because I'm just gonna keep yapping.
Hi, Laura. Oh my God, you're the best. Okay. So, good morning once again. I'm Mia Savage, and this is WMSC News. For our top story today, the NYPD busted 12 brothels said to have inhumane conditions in Queens, which lasted a week. They started investigating 12 commercial locations on allegations of illegal prostitution activity. Queens was an area that was focused on after police were investigating an area in Brooklyn. No arrests were made during the process of the location shutting down because it was not meant to target the workers there. Next in national/international news, Kamila Valieva, an Olympic Russian figure skater, was recently disqualified from the 2022 Beijing Games for doping. This means that Russia's gold medal was taken, and the United States, who was originally second, is now the holder of the first place instead. The delay in testing was in part due to COVID-19 and staffing issues. She will be banned from the Games for 4 years until December 2025. Her legal team is saying that she was cross-contaminated with trimethazine medication that her grandfather used. And next to local New Jersey news, in the spring, billions of cicadas are set to invade the US, and there will be a rare event where the two groups of these insects will be in the same location. The two groups have survived 13 and 17 years respectively below the earth, and for the first time in 221 years, they will emerge and resurface above ground. They are not known to live in the tri-state area, unfortunately for us, as of now, but other states will have them emerging in the next few months. But in New Jersey, people will still hear the annual cicadas in the summer months like July and August. For weather right now, it's a bit of a chilly morning in the high 20s and low 30s. It will be cloudy throughout the day as well, with a low of 28 and a high of 38. The wind chill will make it seem so much colder than it is, so please bundle up and stay warm. And then for our extended weather into the week, through the week, it will be getting warmer and warmer, reaching into the 40s by tomorrow through Sunday. And then with Sunday, it'll be getting into like that high middle 40s. Expect some sunshine Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well, ending off our week. This has been WMSC News. Back to you, Laura.
Thank you, Mia.
Of course.
And then I'm gonna throw it over to Marissa.
Is that a sports pun?
Yes, throw.
you.
Did you catch it?
I did.
She caught it.
I got it. Good morning again. I'm Marissa Thorne, and this is WMSC Sports. It was announced Monday, January 29th, Kansas City Chiefs defensive end Charles Omenihu will not be playing in the Super Bowl due to a torn ACL. In the second quarter against the Ravens, Omenihu generated a sack fumble against the Ravens quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He then later left the game with a knee injury. It is now revealed that he will not be able to play in Super Bowl 58 due to this injury. The Mariners acquire Jorge Polanco from the Twins in exchange for 4 players and cash. The Twins acquired Justin Topa, Anthony Disclafany, I got there eventually, Gabriel
Amazing.
Gonzalez, and Darren Bowen, and cash from this deal. Former NBA point guard Rajon Rondo was arrested this past weekend in Indiana. The arrest was for possession of firearms, drug paraphernalia, and marijuana. In 2024, the NBA trade deadline is February 8th, where we expect to see a lot of movement as many teams look to change up their rosters. Finishing off this morning's sports news, some updates from our local teams. Last night, the Knicks won against the Hornets 113-92. The Nets win against the Utah Jazz 147-114, and the 76ers lost against the Trailblazers 130-104. Today, Montclair's men's and women's swimming and diving will go up against William Patterson in Wayne, New Jersey at 6 p.m. Tomorrow, Montclair's women's basketball will play William Patterson in Wayne, New Jersey at 6, and men's basketball will play William Patterson at 8. This has been WMSC Sports. Back to you, Laura.
Thanks, Marissa. And you can tune in right here on WMSC tomorrow at 6 and 8 p.m. for those basketball games. Yippee, sports. You know what that smells like? You know what that smells like? It
We're smelling a lot of things today, Laura.
smells like my microphone, but it also smells like MSU confessions.
Tea.
Disclaimer. These stories that we're going to read are not our personal experiences. These are stories from anonymous people who submitted to the Instagram account Montclair State Confessions for us to laugh at. And please note, this account is not affiliated with MSU or WMSC. Okay, now we can get cooking. Anonymous said, quote, "That one step on the student center stairs that got repaired earlier this year is literally about to break again at any moment. Okay, then don't use it if you don't want to." Like,
There are many ways to get into the student center.
there's so many. Wait, 1, 2,
2,
3, 4,
4,
5,
At
6,
least 6.
7, 8.
8.
8.
Whoa.
Oh,
I'd
right,
argue
'cause there's
9.
the downstairs area.
Not-
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how they did that just now. Like,
I'd say 10.
10.
I'd say 10.
At least 10 ways to get into the student center. Take out that one way and there's 9. You got 9 ways.
Wow.
9 ways.
Womp womp.
Big whoop. Literally. What? Okay, they're just gonna cross it off so no one gets hurt. Listen, as long as no one gets hurt, it's none of my business. Just watch. I guess my advice is, watch where you're going.
Or just don't step on that one step.
Well, like,
Just
what
skip it.
step are they even talking
I
about?
knew the step
I
they're
know
talking about.
because I walked on it yesterday. It was just like, guys, firsthand experience.
Reporting live.
Reporting live for the student center is Mia Savage.
Just
How did you
kidding.
get over there so fast?
Guys, it was crazy. Wait, okay. So it's the one like going into Freshens, but it's from like that Blanton like
If you're walking from Blanton to
Oh, okay.
And
See, I
like,
never go in that way.
it's a little slanted. So I it's a little she's a little different from everyone else, but she's a little
She's not
different.
like the other girls.
She's not like
I'm
other
weird.
girls.
I'm a weirdo.
Okay,
I
but
don't
like,
fit in.
there's also an entrance like 50 feet away from that one.
You're so right.
Let's
And then
use
there's
the other
10.
stairs.
and there's like 10 of them. So
Yeah.
Little womp womp. Like, use the other stairs if you so please.
I'll continue to use the different stairs.
I will as well.
Playing on the wild
Yeah.
side.
Womp
Hey.
womp.
If I fall, I fall.
Real.
I'll get back up again.
All right.
Inspirational.
Huh. Well,
So true.
we got more, Liz.
We got more what?
Confessions.
Do we have more?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think we do.
I think we do. I think that this person, anonymous, said, quote, I hate not being able to have a good, genuine hug every day. Like anyone else just need a fat mom hug or a fat hug from someone you know gives good hugs.
Just say you're touch starved.
Crazy. Why are you such a hater? The first one I can get behind,
what's
but
wrong with
this
the hug?
one. To be fair though, I'm not much of like a hug person either.
Yeah, but
But-
I really needed a hug
Yeah.
like yesterday,
Oh,
and I just like couldn't get one, and it was just really upsetting.
So you'd say you'd say you'd understand this person's struggle.
1,000%. Are you kidding?
but do you want a hug every day?
Yes.
Okay.
Really?
I like
Yes.
hugs.
Okay.
I'm just a really big hugger, and if anyone comes up to me and asks me for a hug, I will give you a hug, unless you get weird about it. But if you come up to me and you genuinely just really need a hug, I'll give you a hug.
Honestly, I'm putting on this big facade. Like I am not like this at all. Like, you
I-
actually need a hug. I
Yeah,
will give you
No,
one.
that's so fair. I feel like I will hug people based on like social interaction situations because sometimes like when you're at a family gathering there's like that like great like far removed aunt that's like I remember you when you were this big. They go to hug you and you're like
Now you're
"Oh,
so
I kind
big."
of have to like or sometimes like even if I'm around friends like I'll hug my friends sometimes if I know they are hug people I'll hug my friends.
Okay, but
I'm
like
not the biggest fan of it, but I'll suck it up and do it.
I want to elaborate. I'm not like with friends. It's like weird. I like some people get really touchy feely with me, and I'm like, what?
Nope, yeah.
No,
Mm-mm.
no, we ain't like that. But like, I do love a hug. But like, I'm very particular about who I'm getting the hug
That's
from.
fair, yeah.
I mean, if you're my family and if you're one of my friends, you're good.
That's so real, yeah.
We have more. Anonymous said, quote, oh, I'm so excited for this one. Anonymous said, quote, can we please normalize telling people to shut up during class?
I read this one this morning.
There is no reason for you to be having a full-blown conversation that the whole class can hear while the professor or other students are talking.
Yes.
I'm
Say
sorry
it louder for the
for
people.
interrupting.
I'll say it. Can we please normalize telling people to shut up during class?
I just want to read the full thing because
There's more?
yeah, I shortened it a bit because it's kind of long, but I feel like this person makes a valid point and they added more to it. If I could find it, that would be great. They just they oh, here. It starts off saying, I don't care if this sounds aggressive at this point, but can we please normalize telling people to shut up during class? Because seriously, did we not all learn in elementary school to not speak while someone is speaking? No reason for you to be having a full-blown conversation that the whole class can hear while the professor or other students are talking. It's disrespectful, distracting, and embarrassing for you. Literally, just go outside and talk. You're not paying attention anyways, so it's not like you would be missing anything by just not being in class at all.
No, that's so real.
Did we not learn
Basic
classroom
manners,
etiquette?
yeah.
Classroom
Yeah.
etiquette.
Did nobody learn Quiet Coyote?
What?
I do that all the
No.
time.
What is that?
I don't know. One of my friends when I was doing a play started doing it, and then I just kind of do it in rehearsal. So like it's like when you when you were in elementary school and like they had like if you were in the cafeteria, they had like the one hand signal that like if you saw like the teacher like running lunch, like if you saw them doing it, then like if you had to like hold your hand up and do like the peace sign or like raise your hand or do Quiet Coyote, which is just like pinching your middle and your ring finger to your thumb. And it looks like a little dog.
Woof.
Woof.
Oh, that's not Quiet Coyote. I'm sorry. I'll give you Quiet Coyote. Okay, Quiet Coyote over.
That was really
Great.
good.
Wow. That was transcended.
Thank you. It's because I learned classroom etiquette when I was a child.
But, like I still like I'm stage managing a play on campus right now, and I literally in rehearsal like even dude, people don't like shut up like ever. Like I fully will be like sitting in rehearsal and we're trying to work and I fully like hold my hand up. Like it's like I'm like the teacher running kindergarten lunch in the cafeteria. And some people pick up on it, and the people who are talking the loudest usually don't. Anyway,
Or the little clap.
yeah.
Yeah, where it would be like the
Oh, y'all did it like that. I did
Yeah.
it.
But
That's
like,
a
we
Oh,
only had
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
My 5th grade teacher would just say, and a hush fell over the crowd, and and the call response was you'd have to go hush.
That was
That was-
so good.
I love that.
I'm gonna eat that one up. You know what? So for those who don't know, we have general meetings for the radio station here. And the next time someone isn't paying attention to my DJ updates, the program director, by the way. If someone isn't paying attention to my DJ updates, I'm gonna do that. So thank you,
I
Mia.
think the next time someone's
Please.
talking during the general meeting, we should just tell them to shut up collectively
That too.
and respectfully, but also disrespectfully.
According to that
Respectfully, of
confession.
course.
But we have
Also-
we have more, right, Liz?
We do. So this next one says, Anonymous said, quote, to the people who keep stealing everyone's orders from the counter at Freeman, I hope you fail all of your classes.
Is that an actual problem?
That's crazy.
Yeah, apparently that's a problem in multiple places, not just Freeman.
Well, the thing is, like, I feel like for Freeman, you can order as like or for as like many times or like whatever you want, and it's like you just like swipe in to go in. So the fact that like they're stealing something when they can literally just go and order it is crazy to me.
Really?
Yeah.
People are just impatient. Like, listen, like I'm not a meal plan girly, but like my friends will swipe me into Freeman sometimes, and like sometimes the wait is so long just because it's like you're going in during dinner rush.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And
they have snacks and stuff that you can munch on.
Yeah,
while-
The buffet.
like you don't have to order from the kiosk. Like there's other options.
Exactly.
But like, yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I feel like it's more frustrating when it's like in the student center and it's food you actually like paid for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The fact that you don't even have to pay, like you don't like you pay, but you pay that like fixed like meal plan price. But the fact that like you don't even like pay specifically like when you're in the student center and people are, it's crazy.
Mhm.
Crazy.
I heard that they're now IDing you in the student center to pick up
Yeah,
They are.
food.
Yeah.
They are.
Picking up Grubhub, they have to look at your slip, and like usually half the time my ID's in my pocket. So if I'm picking up Grubhub, I'll just show them the order on my phone, and then the slip, and usually that's fine.
Yeah. All right. It's been brought to my attention that we have one more. And Liz, I hope you don't mind that I added this one.
No, I actually love it, and I
Because-
think this is an appropriate one to end off our Montclair State confessions today.
Because I feel the people need to hear this one.
I agree.
Yes.
And they need
Yes.
you know what? This anonymous needs our advice
I was gonna say maybe we can give tips.
and tricks.
As girl buzz,
Yes.
Oh,
we
as girl
have
buzz.
to.
We're gonna edit this and send it to Montclair
little
State
package.
confessions. So
With
they
a
get
bow
their
on
answer.
top.
Anonymous said, quote, I don't know how to approach a baddie. Any tips? You just do it.
I feel like everyone's so different.
But don't be a weirdo.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am the biggest proponent of cold approach. Please, oh my gosh. Like I'm on dating TikTok a lot. Like dating advice, like oh, how to date is like in your early 20s and your mid 20s, whatever. But like I love a cold approach. Please just come up to me and tell me be like, "Hi, I think you're really pretty. Like, could I get your Instagram? Like what, like what's your name? Could I whatever." But I don't know. I'm not everybody's like that. I am an extrovert, but it still if I want to approach certain people about stuff, it's still very nerve-wracking. So like, the confidence that takes, like I'm already like, wow, you were able to muster up the confidence to like come up to a stranger and be like, "Hi, I think you're pretty." Like, wow. Even if it's like, I feel like half the time when that happens, it's always like a weird instance.
Yeah.
But like, gotta at least give him that.
Like I'm all for that, just not in my place of work.
Yes.
There's a time and place.
Definitely.
That's the only thing I ask.
Yeah.
But no, if you muster up the courage, you mustered up the courage.
No,
Congratulations.
I agree. I feel like if you beat around the bush, you kind of come off as being a little weird. So I do think that a cold approach is like a pretty good one. But
As-
it also time and place. And I feel like you can get a vibe off of someone as well.
Definitely.
You know? So I feel like just reading of the vibes.
Like I'm an upfront person, so I'd rather someone be upfront with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also think that you need to I feel like it's important to note that if they say no, you can't
Be
be
mad.
mad.
Definitely. Yeah.
It's like you must listen. If the baddie you're trying to approach and you approached her is like, oh, I'm not interested. It's like, oh, no
Leave it
problem.
alone.
That's
Don't be an incel about it.
If
Yes.
Don't be an incel about it.
if you have a graceful exit, then they'll probably think highly of you anyway. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. And plus, maybe you two will become pals. Who
knows?
knows? But I think that's all the tips. I think that's all the tips that we have for you from the morning buzz this morning. I do have one more tip for you, and it's actually for you. This boy genius will be back on the bus. Welcome back to the morning buzz here on WMSC. We have more news just for you. So we're talking about the trequel now. For those who are just tuning in, I called a trilogy a trequel.
It is a treacle, Lara.
Oh, thank you. Okay, but this isn't a this isn't a trequel. It's a quadruple.
I don't know what that term would actually be.
Because guess what? Despicable Me 4. So the first trailer came out on Sunday, the 28th, and the movie is set to release on July 3rd. Despicable Me 4 introduces new characters voiced by Will Ferrell, Joey King, Sofia Vergara, so Stephen Colbert. Hold on, I can't see. Who is that? Chloe Feynman and thank you, and Madison Poland. The fourth installment includes Gru Jr., which is thank you for adding that, Mia, in the script. And if you're wondering, Gru Jr. can't be, you are correct. Because this is Gru's biological child. This is his offspring. Yeah. Guys, I didn't know Gru was pregnant.
That's the entire plot of Despicable Me 4.
I mean, he got married in what, like the third one?
Yeah.
Third one, yeah.
So it was only, first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes a baby and a baby carriage. So
Then comes the baby via Gru.
I don't even
And
care.
we
Because I
agree.
really like Will Ferrell.
yeah.
Anything that Will Ferrell's in, I'm always like. So I was like, oh, I'm probably not gonna watch Will Ferrell.
No,
Now I have to watch it.
No, Marissa's face totally lit up when
We said Will Ferrell. I just watched.
Well, he's playing the villain. Him and Sofia Vergara are playing the bad guys in the movie.
That's
I
gonna
have
eat.
to
Sophia
watch it.
Vergara's playing a villain.
That's gonna eat.
I
Hmm.
have to watch this.
Oh,
It's gonna serve.
No, I have to watch this now.
Guys, I'm sorry.
Who wrote that story?
I'm looking at the baby.
It's
Ooh.
a funny looking baby.
Ooh. First of all, you know what? To be a fly on the wall during that pre-production meeting. All right, guys. I got this new idea. No. Baby Gru. Biological baby Gru. And I'm like,
Were the 3 adopted daughters not enough?
no, it's like, I'm sorry, do you really need another one?
Yeah.
Be real.
Be for real.
No, because
Oh my god, whoa. I'm looking
Are we all
right now.
googling the baby right now? It's like all the same picture too.
Kind of look like the boss baby.
I think it's the same.
It's the same
is it?
company. Yeah, it's Illumination.
You look so angry.
I
And
grabbed him. Actually,
That's DreamWorks.
it is. You're
Oops, wrong studio.
I have to work on my Gru, but
Yeah.
I gotta work on my Gru.
Mhm.
I'll get there. But this is. I like how it has like one little spew of just red hair on just one little.
Well, that's how like animated babies always look. It's
No,
like
why
the
he-
little
Steve Carell.
poof up
You know
top.
what? This baby looks stank, and like I would be, listen. I would be too if Illumination made me. Okay.
I'm not gonna stop singing it.
Okay, so my one friend loves the Minions so much
way.
that because she's working in the city right now, so she has to wake up at like 5 a.m. like I do on Tuesdays. And I literally texted her while she was on her way to work. I was like, by the way, we will be talking about Minions on the radio today. So
But
maybe she's tuned in. Hey, Carly.
okay, so can minions do minions asexually reproduce?
No, I don't think so. I think they're of Gru's creation.
They
If
are?
If I'm being like, if
I think they were made in the lab.
yeah, I think they're created in a lab.
So do they just make? Do they just?
Wait, but have you guys never seen
Yeah, wait, the
the origin?
Yeah.
They just appeared.
Oh,
They just
yeah, no,
appeared
you're
one day.
right.
They're prehistoric, yeah. They're prehistoric creatures,
Huh.
but we don't know where they came from. That's still a mystery.
Right.
Maybe it'll be
Guys,
solved
can
in
we watch
Despicable
the
Me
Minions,
4.
The Rise of Gru?
Guys,
Yes.
how
that-
do they have four Despicable Me movies and 2 Minion spin-offs? Like, pop off, good for them, but like that's crazy.
No, but have y'all listened to the soundtrack for Minions: Rise of Gru?
Is it good?
It's
Mm.
fire. It's all
It's
like covers of 70s songs.
Perfect for the Wayback Machine.
Today at 1 p.m. here on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair.
Oh, you ate.
I'm not playing 70s today. I'm doing 80s new wave because I've been listening to a lot of the Talking Heads. So anyway,
But
moving on in entertainment news.
you're so right, because I have more questions that can't be answered.
Not here and now, at least.
Sigh. You know what? Google is free, but Ghostbusters Frozen Empire trailer brings nostalgia. If there's something strange in your neighborhood, who are you gonna call? You can call WMSC at 973-655-4256, but you don't have to call the studio because you might need to call Bill Murray, who suits up back as Peter Venkin as the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. There's another one.
Yes.
Murray isn't the only franchise favorite to return for the sequel. His fellow original Ghostbusters, we got Dan, we got Ernie, we got Annie, are back. And you know what? As is the Slimer, also known as the Mean Green Ghost. I read that as the Mean Green Ghost in the Closet for some reason because I can't. It's the last half hour. I'm starting to dwindle. The sequel's logline says, quote, Ghostbusters new and old must join forces to protect their home and save the world from a second ice age. The movie, which follows up 2021's Ghostbusters Afterlife, also stars Paul Rudd, Carrie Coon, Finn Wolfhard, McKenna Grace. That's a lot of names. I'm gonna stop there. But all right, friends. Are we watching it?
Yes.
Probably. I didn't see the newest Ghostbusters, but I'll probably watch this one.
Yeah, I saw the other one that was like recently, and I thought it was really cool how they kind of brought that into like a modern way, because I remember watching Ghostbusters as a kid, and it's one of my favorite movies. Like my parents like watched it with me, and I just thought it was really cool how they're like kind of incorporating that like back into like kind of newer generations. So I'm excited to see what they do with it.
I was gonna say it's very nostalgic for
Yeah.
me. We used to watch that on family like road trips.
I like my brain is a place right now. I thought you were gonna say I watched that on Family Feud. So
I did that too.
and survey says
Ghostbusters.
ding.
Dang.
It's all of the categories are just Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Nah, I gotta call the studio.
WMSC 90.3.
I'm gonna silly goofy
But not
mood.
for, like ghosts. Don't call us for that. We won't
Yeah,
have
we
to do
can't
it.
help with that. Sorry.
Oh,
I'll show
oh,
up. I'll show up.
okay.
Don't worry about it.
no, Marissa will.
Oh,
I
okay.
got you guys. Don't worry.
Multi-talented.
Perfect.
Queen Rat will pull up.
I
But
agree.
Queen Rat's got that.
I got it.
You know who else pulled up on social media?
I love how I'm so excited for this one.
So
I was scrolling on Twitter during the break.
So, Elmo asked people how they were doing on Twitter, and not everyone's feeling the good vibes. So yesterday morning, our lovely friend Elmo asked on Twitter how everyone is doing, and his tweet read, Elmo is just checking in. How is everybody doing? Well, it turns out that Elmo's question had some people feeling a little existential. And here are some of the best responses to Elmo's viral tweet as far as yesterday. Some more, I guess, random users had a variety of answers, including Elmo, I'm going to be real, I'm at my limit. We have Elmo, each day the abyss we stare into grows a unique horror, one that was previously unfathomable in nature. Our inevitable doom, which once accelerated in years or months, now accelerates in hours, even minutes. However, I did have a good grapefruit earlier. Thank you for asking. We've got Elmo, I've got a level with you, baby. We are fighting for our lives. Someone said, I'll tell you how I'm doing. Not well, Elmo. And someone posted a GIF, which the best way I can describe it is somebody sitting at a computer and there's just messages like appearing on the screen. And the caption read, Elmo's social media manager reading all the responses like. And then some celebrities also chimed in and gave their responses. T-Pain wrote, I'm just looking for somebody to talk to and show me some love, if you know what I mean.
He needs a baddie for real.
Maybe you should tune into 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair Tuesday Buzz to get some advice.
Sorry, I'm jumping.
I've been kind of living for T-Pain recently. Have y'all heard his covers of like famous songs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're kind of fire.
they're kind of really good.
I live for his one of War Pigs by Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
It's so good. Anyway, back to Elmo.
Well, T-Pain is also just having an existential crisis, and it's all because of Elmo.
I'm on the Twitter thread right now because I'm chronically obsessed with Twitter. But Sour Patch Kids responded.
Oh, they did?
and
What did they
said,
say?
They said, "quote Do you want my real answer, Elmo?"
Sour then sweet.
Then
That's how
go on.
I'm feeling.
Okay, I have to work on my Elmo too, but it'll come with time.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Actually, Elmo's just so. You know what? Elmo was trying to check in on everybody.
Whoa, wait. Is he here? Elmo? Is that you?
Elmo?
Elmo? Wait.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
Are you?
Well, Lara, we've your favorite, Rachel Zegler. She also responded to Elmo, saying, resisting the urge to tell Elmo that I'm kind of sad.
Real.
I think Lara's staring into the dark abyss now because
Elmo doesn't have a concept of dark abyss. Elmo's only how old is Elmo? 3 years. Elmo's 3 years old.
Elmo's only 3.
I have to work on my Elmo for real. Actually, what do you
It's
mean?
good,
Elmo
though.
was here.
Yeah.
Elmo was
Elmo's
here.
here in the room with us. That's scary, Elmo.
Goes just for rock.
Oh my goodness,
I
the
love
rock.
the Rocco beef.
That's the real question. How's Rocco?
The real question is, how is Elmo after all of that? Is he okay?
Wait, okay, there's a couple more responses. So this
I'm
it
eating
gets
these up.
good. It gets good. So today
Oh.
co-host Craig Melvin responded to Elmo saying, "Thanks for checking in, Elmo. Mondays are hard. Hope you're doing great. Be sure to check on Oscar. He always seems to be in a mood." And Elmo did indeed reach out to Oscar and his other friends. And Oscar gave his typical response of grouchy.
He's just like me for real.
I know, me too. And then Cookie Monster said, "Me doing okay. Me would be doing better if me had some cookies."
Wouldn't we
Real.
all?
We all would be. And then finally, our lovely Big Bird, his response is probably the most relatable to me. He said, "Day 6, still tiny."
What does that mean?
Big Bird.
I did not expect that.
Big Bird.
Big Bird wants to be tiny. And day 6, I don't know what day 6 means, honestly. Day 6 of what?
Why is he? Wait.
Why is he still tiny? What
Why
does
is
that mean?
his name
Is
is Big
Is
Bird?
there Elmo lore we're missing out on?
I think we're.
Yeah.
I want to know how Rocco's doing, but I think that if Rocco shared how he was doing, I think Elmo would silence him.
I feel like if Rocco could talk, he would talk very sophisticated.
Really?
You think
Yeah,
so?
because I think it'd be funny if a rock just started.
Have you guys seen like the people who posted the clips of him talking to or looking at Rocco and the audacity that he has
Yeah.
looking at people, I mean at Rocco, or looking at people who talk about Rocco, the way he breaks his neck just looking at people,
The stare.
the stare, and like
Rocco.
his eyes don't even move,
No.
and somehow he can stare the way he stares.
I love when the Muppeteer who does Elmo at whatever time gives him a little New York accent.
Oh,
What
balsamic
are you
vinegar.
talking about? Elmo is a sentient being.
No, but like, have you seen like the Wired autocomplete interviews?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Muppet, like the Sesame Street Muppets did one, and it was like, where is Sesame Street based? And Elmo's like, New York. It's like, oh, I love it. And then
How they love their jobs. I love that
Yeah.
for
Dude,
them.
I cannot express my love for the Muppets.
I
Yes.
love
Real.
the Muppets.
Okay,
I
so Marissa and I will be having a really great chat after the buzz today.
Wait, can we take a BuzzFeed quiz on what Muppet character? you are?
Yes, absolutely.
Getting Liz on that.
Please, please.
But for now, we got a plastic water bottle and a paper towel.
Yo, that was way too accurate.
Wait. Which one should we do? Should we do Disney or BuzzFeed?
If I don't get Kermit, guys, if
Okay.
I do not get Kermit, because the way that I identify with frogs, the way that Marissa identifies with rats, If I don't get Kermit the Frog, I'm gonna be really upset.
Yo, if I don't get Rizzo the Rat.
Literally,
Pump up the jam.
find the BuzzFeed quiz. Wait, what? Does anyone else know like the source of that? Like what the context of that sound?
What?
I think it's Lola is like, oh, Rocco Zoe, oh my god, I keep thinking of Lola. No, Zoe's like, you've never met Lola?
I don't know.
Lola's the Spanish speaking Muppet.
There's a Spanish speaking.
There is a
Muppet?
Spanish speaking Muppet. She has an accent and everything.
I love it.
But Zoe, sorry.
Zoe.
Zoe is like, oh, like Rocco, something about Rocco's birthday party. Or Rocco, like, don't hurt Rocco's feelings. And I was like, what?
What? I have sent a quiz to Girl Buzz of what Muppet are you?
Oh God! Wait,
It's in the-
wait, wait.
it's in the
Where is
box.
it?
It's under the Elmo story.
Under the okay.
Okay, let me take a look
Okay.
and find out. We're gonna find out right now.
We're taking. I need to know.
Mm-hmm.
Which Muppet are you? Is Kermit on this list? Please tell me.
He has to be. He's a Muppet. I
Mm.
don't know what my favorite color is. Purple.
Yeah,
What would that sound like?
Are we taking Disney or BuzzFeed?
I was about to
I
ask.
said the Disney one.
Oh, I was not
Okay.
taking that.
Me
Okay.
either.
I will do it now. I will
We're
start
switching.
over. Switching over.
Wait, we're doing the
Alright.
Disney one.
I
yeah.
said the Disney one.
Okay.
yeah.
Wait, no. What's that sound? That's like, I like. What was it? But Daisy likes purple.
Purple.
And what's your favorite color? Green.
There's so many
I forget which. Oh my gosh.
rainbows. and
There-
I don't get Miss
lights on
Piggy.
the
Oh.
other side.
Whoa. What's my
All
dream?
right, guys.
job?
While we,
Play me
guys,
a Muppet right now. It's
why
in the
why we
system.
while we do
We'll all
this,
sing.
favorite Muppet movie? Go.
Okay,
Ooh.
controversial because I know it's probably really popular, but definitely the 2011. I'm sorry.
That's mine.
It is so good. Or I
Yep.
do really like a Muppet Christmas Carol.
Mine is The Muppets Take Manhattan. Oh my gosh! In one of my classes, in my entertainment management class on Friday, the PowerPoint in class was in fact Muppet themed, and it was awesome. And then I proceeded to show my professor after class all of the Muppet stickers on my laptop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that movie, the 2011. It's one of my favorites. It's so fun.
I'm going the original. Like the
There's a
original.
question. There's a question that says which animal would make the best sidekick, and one of the choices is a head of lettuce.
But also, frog and rat are on there.
Yeah, I'm obviously picking frog.
Absolutely.
Oh, I got my answer.
Don't reveal it yet.
Okay, I'm waiting.
I'm working on it.
How am I supposed to choose between the Muppet movie and a Muppet Christmas Carol?
You're all the way over there.
No.
I'm done already.
Sorry, I
But
had
it's
to start over. I had to start over.
Why?
Oh my god,
Oh.
one of the dream jobs is Daredevil stuntman. Oh my god,
Mia
Mia.
Savage's dream job.
Guys,
Mia
please.
Savage's Gonzo.
Oh my god. Wait,
Pick your favorite number, and I chose ampersand.
Nice.
I love that.
It's such a silly. This quiz is from news.disney.com
Yes.
/ which Muppet are you? Because
I got Kermit.
I love how.
I'm sorry. I know we weren't gonna share, but
I love how one of them is so obviously Sam the Eagle. Like every question. It's like favorite number 1776. Chocolate or vanilla, whatever is more American.
where's your dream home located? America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things is like someone just introduced themselves to you and you reply, "You're right. It is nice to meet me." Like it's like MOI.
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 What do you guys think my personal style is?
Oh.
We're still
don't know.
taking the quiz here on
Yeah,
the
I'm
morning
sorry.
buzz.
I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. Marissa is really deep in thought. Like I can see the gears turning in her
I don't
brain.
get rid of the rat. I feel like I'm gonna be a fraud, but I also don't want to.
I got my answer, and Liz and I think it's very funny.
I can't wait to
Not
hear
even.
it. I'm on the
Aw.
edge of my
Oh,
seat.
It's because it's an old article. It's because this is from 2014. That's why.
She's ancient.
Love that.
Happy birthday!
Um.
You're 10 years
Happy
old.
birthday to you.
Oh,
Wow.
Thank you.
how? Probably. I'm probably.
Do we have any
hilarious,
girl
right?
buzzies
agree.
that
Okay.
their birthdays are coming up, like soon?
Dang
Um,
it!
Well, our host.
Wait,
Our
wait,
host is
wait.
an Aquarius.
I am an Aquarius. Wait,
Oh yeah.
Our-
What's y'all signs while we're here,
I'm an Aquarius.
Marissa?
I'm an Aquarius.
Mia,
I'm a Leo.
Liz.
I'm a Gemini.
I'm also a Gemini. Do we know Julia's sign?
She's a Sag.
That
Ooh.
yeah, I see the vision.
Do we all have our answers?
No, I'm sorry.
Unfortunately.
Mia's almost
I'm
done.
lost. Question. Wait, how would your friends describe you?
Hashtag air sign buzz.
Oh my
Hashtag
god.
fire and air buzz for real.
Yeah.
Loud.
Are Aquarius and Leo sister signs?
Yes.
I
Oh
have
my
my
god,
answer.
we're sister sign buzz because Sag and Gemini are sister signs. That's
That is so crazy.
sister signs and it's girl buzz.
And we're talking
Come
about
on.
astrology.
And we're best buzz, actually.
We're
Right.
taking a Disney Which Muppet Are You quiz.
Scientifically proved. Okay.
Everyone got their answers?
Yes.
All right, who wanna go first?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go first. So I am apparently Constantine, but I'm amending my answer. That's technically Kermit, so I'm gonna get Kermit. I'm just gonna say that I got Kermit. Just Kermit with like a hint of evil.
Evil Kermit.
With a spice of evil.
Evil Kermit. All right. Oh, I can kind of see Lara's answer in the monitor.
Kids are turning the monitor.
I got animal,
Slay.
which I kind of live for. I'm surprised, but I live for it.
Guys, I'm so sorry, Lizbeth. I can say confidently that Disney thinks that I am also Kermit.
I know Kermit the Frog.
But not evil. I'm not evil.
problematic.
No, you're not either. I don't.
No, it says that I'm slightly problematic. It says you're kind of evil. Sorry about that. That's literally what it says
Oh.
at the end. It says that I'm a little evil.
Wow.
But I'm still Kermit. I'm just like
We're
a chaotic version of Kermit.
we're Kermit, and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. We are
Exactly.
frogs, and that's what I care about.
yes.
I'm so upset because I'm, in my heart of hearts, I'm Rizzo the Rat. Like, I just have to be. But apparently Disney thinks I'm also animal.
Awesome.
Crazy.
I'm sorry, that's inaccurate.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that it's not correct.
Amend your answer. I amend your answer to Rizzo the Rat.
I agree.
Thank you.
'cause
I agree.
Marissa is queen of the rats.
Thank you, guys. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So Laura,
Yeah. Yeah.
That is such a you answer.
perfect.
I got Fozzie. All right. Yeah, waka waka. We're
Such a hard left turn.
This is all my fault.
Lara, I think
Guys, I just love the Muppets.
I have to
That's
work on my
okay.
Fozzie now.
we're just
That was so good.
I love
Whoa.
guys.
You ate that up.
you did. You really did.
Waka in that waka for me.
How I need to voice act for the station more.
Not again.
I got it.
All right.
Oh.
While Girl Buzz be doing girl buzzy
Engineering.
things.
STEM, women in STEM.
Women in STEM.
So for those
Okay.
we're having some
Yeah.
technical difficulties in the studio, but our Mias are on it.
Our Mia's are on it.
But we get to know about Pat McGrath's skincare routine. So Pat McGrath has the secret to the shiny glass skin that delivers a porcelain doll effect. Oh my gosh, guys, another trend. Oh my god, like which girl are you? I'm porcelain doll girl. Okay, whatever.
This is
Speed
for
quiz?
Fashion Week.
I know.
Yeah, if you see
I
the
know,
pictures, it's
I
actually
know.
really it's giving Bo Peep
I
from
know.
Toy Story.
I'm being dramatic, but let me read the whole thing.
Thank you to Mia Watson who just fixed my mic.
Shout out to Mia Watson for fixing the mic. Women in STEM for real.
Women
But
in
the
STEM.
internet went into a frenzy after the Mason Margot. Huh? How did you say that? Whatever. The Mason.
Mason Margiela
Thank
Couture,
you.
spring 2024.
So the runway show to find out how the British makeup artists achieved the poreless complexion look on runway models. Oh, this is an actual thing. There are several theories shared across TikTok and Reddit, but according to an Instagram post on McGrath's page, the truth will soon be revealed. Shortly after the Paris Couture Week show, beauty fanatics and experts quickly began to dissect McGrath's brilliant makeup artistry, with one of the makeup artist's Instagram posts gathering over 130,000 likes. Got some attention from celebrities. 11 herself, Enola Holmes herself, Millie Bobby, Mrs. Bon Jovi, soon to
Mrs.
be
Bon Jovi. That's crazy
Millie
to me
Bobby
still.
Brown
So crazy to me.
commented, quote, OMG. You are the greatest living makeup artist of all time. And we got Miss Katy Perry, Miss Sidekick of Left Shark, said quote, "My fave ever. Iconic. I've only ever used that word like twice. I think my first time was Beyonce." That was such a millennial response, Katie.
Yeah.
Come on. But, so how do you think this happened? How do you think
That they
it was done?
achieved. Yeah, how did they achieve this? Have you guys heard about the snail mucin stuff?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like giving snail mucin because snail mucin, from the research I've done online, it's a little moisturizing, yes, but it apparently just really makes your skin like shiny and glowy more than anything else. That's really why people use it. And so I feel like it's this times 10. There's something going on here that's being used that's literally just making your face shiny. But I wonder if it's creating like a shell or like a film on your skin and makes it hard to move, or if it's something like liquidy that you can like move around easily in.
So like from what with the Pat McGrath, Mason Margiela thing with this, it was from what I've heard online is that it's essentially kind of like a latex that goes over the skin. I was talking about this before we went on the air, but like a makeup artist I follow on TikTok like recreated it. She did a really cool look with an airbrush. But like there's videos of the models like peeling it off their faces after the runway. It looks so satisfying because the makeup comes off with it. But essentially, I believe it was like layered on their skin to kind of give that like porcelain kind of wet look.
That's smart.
Yeah. It's oh, I forget what it's called. But it's a specific like makeup product. Anyway,
It's something.
I'm not really sure what to think, honestly. But apparently they're gonna reveal what it is. And I feel like it's just because it's become so viral that they're using that and they're gonna delay the process of releasing or revealing what it is. Because who knows? Maybe it's like a Pat McGrath product that they just haven't talked about yet. Or maybe they're just, it's like a beauty life hack, I guess. But they're just gonna wait until people just can't hold on any longer and then they're gonna talk about what it is.
I'm itching.
I'm itching. I hope that the product does not make me itch, because then I can't look like Bo Peep from Toy Story.
Liz just wants to be Bo Peep.
Bo Peep. Which Disney Toy Story character are you?
Oh my god, no.
No, we're gonna go through a
No.
rabbit hole.
No, we can't.
You know what other rabbit hole I go through sometimes?
Oh no.
Sometimes I wonder, does Taylor Swift have tattoos?
I don't know, does she?
I don't know. We're gonna find out. So we can't explain our fascination with celebrity tattoos. It's just this thing that we really care about. And I feel like every celebrity, at least once in their life, their fans have talked about, does this person have tattoos? And if they do have tattoos, they've asked themselves, what does this person's tattoos mean? And it's interesting to know the meanings, or the lack thereof, behind the artwork that celebrities get in the form of tattoos. And although many celebrities are open about the body art that they put on display, others are much more secretive. So if you ever found yourself asking if Taylor Swift has tattoos, you're not the only one. Unfortunately, though, Taylor Swift said in a 2012 interview that she could never get a tattoo just because she couldn't commit to anything. And she added that if she were to get any tattoo, it would be of her lucky number 13. But she emphasized that she simply does not want to get one. And to this day, she has kept her word and she really hasn't gotten one. And if she did, she's done a really good job at hiding it. But I doubt it.
No ink on Tay-Tay.
No. But speaking of Taylor Swift, she's been really involved with the NFL recently in support of her boyfriend, Travis Kelce. But how much do we know about the NFL compared to Taylor Swift? Let's find out with this Taylor Swift NFL BuzzFeed quiz.
Another BuzzFeed
Whoa.
quiz?
Where it at?
wait, I
Where is it?
back. I took it out for a second.
Arnar.
It's fine.
Mia's finding it. Not another BuzzFeed.
Well, no, I have it.
So
I
exciting.
took it and I was very disappointed because it gave me a team I was not happy about. So essentially you go through the quiz and you
To
pick
read all these?
yeah, you pick lyrics from so it'll be like pick a lyric from Debut. Pick a lyric from Fearless. So it
Oh
gives
my
you 6
God.
options and you pick a song lyric.
Oh, I don't
I'm picking them
know.
at random.
And
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
it goes
glad
through
you
all
picked
10 of her albums, and then you pick an era. And you know, I picked the ones I'm not a huge Swiftie, so I picked the ones that seemed interesting. And then finally for an era I picked Reputation. Because I do like Reputation and I love a baddie. And I got the New England Patriots,
You
and I'm
can
not
pull a
very
baddie.
happy about it.
Arnar.
But also, while we were discussing this, I found another Which Muppet Are You quiz. And I did, in fact, get the stage manager himself, Scooter,
Oh, that's a good one.
which feels very fitting as outside of WMSC, I am a stage manager with the Montclair State Theater and Dance Department, currently stage managing our production of Anyone Can Whistle, which opens February 16th and runs till the 24th. And if you are an MSU student with a valid MSU ID, you can get a free ticket at the Alexander Castor box office. Self promo while everybody takes this Taylor Swift quiz.
I got the New York Jets.
Oh, what era did you pick?
Reputation.
Interesting.
Oh, I took the other quiz that you sent.
The other Muppet one?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Cat animal.
Awesome.
Yep.
I know Liz is taking the Muppet one and the Taylor Swift one at the same time.
Liz. This is a lot of reading.
Yeah. I was like, oh, well, we're probably not gonna do it because it's long. And then I was like, I'll just do it anyway. Oh my god, Mia got the Eagles.
Guys,
This
that
is
is
fair.
that is my family's team. That is what we root for. I'm very excited.
I'm really gonna start picking this at random. Sure.
How many lyric questions are there?
For all
Many.
10 albums. Midnight's is the last one.
the last one. Okay.
And then you pick an era.
There's so many. Like, good for her. There's so many.
Yeah.
Our time is.
That's why she got the Eras tour.
Era-
She's got
And I picked Lover too.
era.
It's currently 8:59 here. at the
No,
Morning
I
Buzz.
won't accept
Guys,
that.
I got the Kansas City Chiefs.
Bro.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
Marissa,
I
would
won't
you like to?
accept my answer.
Would you like to share with the class?
No, I don't.
No,
I
you-
deleted it. Suddenly, I don't know my
You
answer.
have to share with the class.
I want to know.
I can't
Yes, you can.
bear my rivals, and I don't like them.
Eagles.
Blech, no.
Oh my god, we're twinning.
By the look on her
No.
face, it looks to be the
Not
Eagles.
the Eagles.
Your best friend.
But that has been the Morning Buzz here on 90.3 WMSC. Upper Montclair. This is the Tuesday Buzz with the girlies. Yours truly. Thank you for starting your morning with us. Yeah. We'll see you next week. If you don't come to the Morning Buzz weekdays, we'll catch you next week. I'm playing Great Show because I'm playing. Thanks. Yay.
She knows the words.